It's called a taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. And I'm clean to the bed until we all within buckets. With our footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And a short gain down to about the 33.
On the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Gun. They'll look to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Francisco.
First and goal at the 1. They'll run with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They'll come out in the pistol. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
10-10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throw here out of the gun, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run with Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll run with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete
To number 30. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 3. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete to Brandon.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights.
Makes the score.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. Fights through and now a crease. He'll have a first down past the 40. Whoa! It still won't go down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
1st and 10.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. J.P. Holtz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fights loose. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Comes Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Brown has the 1st down and much more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 41.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They hand it off to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Hands it off out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Sets up.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of...
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Niners 35, Bears 21.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
It's a foot race. 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Niners 42, Bears 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He's made the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Robbie Gould.
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
2nd and 4. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it.